The draft constitution has come under the spotlight once again. This information session was convened to feature frank discussions and realistic approaches to usher in a constitutional reform for the Gambia. The international eminent person for the Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance idea, Dr. Mohamed Ibn Chambas, said the session is an indication of a national desire to chart a way forward of the draft constitution at the level of the National Assembly.
This was undertaken. They completed their work and submitted their work to government, which in the first place put the review commission in place as part of the reform processes. It was then submitted to the National Assembly, and I think you here as leaders of political parties, many of you as members of parliament yourself, some of you in the old parliament and still in this new parliament, you know what happened. The fact is that we were not able to get consensus on certain aspects of the draft constitution which was presented.
This forum is therefore meant to reach a consensus on how to alleviate the challenges hindering the progress of the draft constitution.
International idea came up with facilitation so that you, the important and key political actors, political leaders in the Gambia, could be enabled to talk to each other, to narrow the gaps and hopefully even reach consensus on aspects of the constitutions with which you had difficulty.
Eminent person Fatou Jan Senghor and the UN country representative Dr. Asheru Dey described the constitution as foundation to the general reform programs meant to build a better nation and guide future generations.
It is important that we all work together to push and finalize this important process and get a new constitution, thereby ushering finally our third republic and indeed the new Gambia. Your platform is very important as a platform of dialogue among political parties, and I think it's very important that we iron out issues through this platform, get a consensus.
With the context of where the Gambia is, many reforms cannot move on. The electoral law, in the judiciary, there are many laws that cannot be even updated if there is no proper constitution. We also know that the Gambians at large are very keen to really finalize this and move forward to a new chapter.
The session was inclusive, capturing opinions of religious, political and civil society representatives.
It's very important for us to look at the constitution again, look at the controversial issues there, and see how best we can tackle these things.
We would all need to come together and have a synergy and a consolidated approach of how we have to bring this back.
This is where civil society and media comes into play to ensure that we demystify those misconceptions. The engagement is very good. It's not only the political show of engaging politicians. I think engaging the media and civil society is very timely.
It was bankrolled by the Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance idea. EBRIMA JALLOW, GRTS News.